All right, hello everyone. And hello to you, Jester. Hello. Okay. Today is going to be a different stream than usual. If I don't, just rant about YouTube the whole time, because fuck that platform. This morning I woke up. Okay, first off, the last few days, YouTube has essentially forced me to monetize my channel. Because if I don't, then they decided that my channel was just no longer worth showing to people. So that means that I've been making money off of YouTube now. When I first applied for monetization, I had to give them my ID so they could verify that I am actually who I say I am. They verified it, and that was that. Now they want to verify it again. So I sent them the same ID, and they don't like it. They have decided that my ID, my scanned picture of an ID, was in fact a photo of a screen. Like I grabbed my damn phone and I took a picture of an ID on a screen. Which they've decided, of course, is not a valid form of identification, so I had to resubmit it. And by they, I mean the AI that runs the entire fucking company, because there's no more humans working at Google anymore. It seems anyway. So I submitted another ID. And it asked me to verify the information that's on the ID manually. That is to say, I give you my ID with all my personal information on it, and then after that I have to fill in a form with the same exact personal information, and it has to match. With just a little bit of a tiny issue. My ID is Italian because I am Italian, but I live in Spain. And when they came to asking for my address, I put the issuing country of my ID as Italy. But then I don't get to choose the country in which the address is. Now, IDs have a validity of 10 years. So the address on my ID is actually my dad's address. But they hard-coded my address to be in Spain, even though the issuing country of my ID is Italy. So I couldn't fill in the form because I needed a Spanish address, but it needed to match the address that was on my ID, which was an Italian address. Thank you, AI. I love how zero common sense goes into making software nowadays. So then I had to use my passport. Except they didn't like my passport. So I had to figure out a way to make them like my passport. And now we'll see if I am worthy of receiving the money that they've forced me to make or not. And as for reaching human support, I can give it a try, but we know that they pretend to be human when really it's just an AI pretending to be a human, so not expecting that to be a whole lot of make a whole lot of difference. If you want to talk to Google support with a human being at Google, what you have to do is you have to have a big enough audience and make enough loud noise on social media so that big YouTubers pick up your story and Google does something to save face. Besides that, there's not much you can do to talk to a human at Google. Actually, next time someone brings up social credit in China, they don't really have social credit in China, but this is an example of how we in the West have social credit. That is a thing that we currently nowadays have. We don't get to have our problems solved by talking to a human anymore unless we are big enough to make a loud noise about it. If you don't have a big enough social media following, you will just be ignored. or you will get to talk to the fucking robot, and the fucking robot will just ignore you for the most part. Yeah, so just a little reminder that this is the world that we live in. Isn't it absolutely amazing? And yeah, somehow I'm still streaming to this fucking godforsaken platform. Not entirely sure why, to be completely honest. I guess because they stopped suppressing my channel now, because I've made them money, but they're not giving me my money, so... Great fucking job, Google. I love the web that you have created. I actually absolutely love living in this world. When I became an adult, everything just went to shit. And, yeah, I mean... Shit. Politically, the entire world was already going to shit as I was growing up, so the internet was kind of a little bit of a, you know, escape from that. But now... they've merged. And, become absolutely horrible. I had the same issue with Grok thinking I'm a child with an ID that clearly indicates something else. I want to say something, but it would be so inappropriate. Also, okay, I'm not going to make a joke about it, but I am going to mention it. Twitter's AI is making CSAM. That is a thing. Twitter. Fucking Elon Musk laughed about it. And that's about all the response that there's been to it. Nothing else. You know, CSAM and involuntary inappropriate pictures. It's been happening for about a week, and yeah. The guy that owns the company just laughed about it. The company has not addressed it. And yeah, that's the current status of AI. As a matter of fact, if you support AI, like, fuck you, honestly. Like, I'm just tired. I'm just so fucking tired. If you support AI, please leave. Please leave my stream. I don't want to argue about it. I don't want to hear about it. You're not welcome here. I can't ban everyone who supports AI, but you are not welcome here anymore. Alright, so instead, today, we're gonna be pretending that the world isn't so fucked up and making music with Strudel. Which is, I don't actually know what this is. Vibe coders are so stupid. Straight up so stupid. I watched on TV, it's a German finance channel. They were talking about AI. There was a guy who said people need to see the AI like the internet 20 years ago. It's not bad, it will be the future. Remember when the internet was being shoved down our throats 20 years ago? No? Nobody? Not a single person? Shit. Must be mistaken then. Good DDoS someone on Skype. What? Seriously? Did they just leak your IP address? Hi, Iron. Nice. Was that when Skype was owned by Microsoft or not? Because that sounds like a normal Microsoft thing, but at the same time, it's like not owned by Microsoft? Okay. It sounds like something that a little company that just provided a service would do when they don't know too much about cybersecurity, and then something that Microsoft would do because they're just that shit at everything they do. Is it strudel like the pastry? I guess we'll find out. The speech part? What do you mean the speech part? Wait, did you not hear that? Strudel is the German apple pie. Yes, this is what we're going to be doing today. I misspelled it. But there it is. I've never had it. Germans, let me know how it is. I don't know what, but there is an exploit in Redacted OS like crashing the OS with just an app. That's not so much of an exploit as it is just being shitty. What can I say? There's a lot of reasons why that can happen. Not German, but it's pretty good. Yeah, maybe someday I'll go to Germany and try it. It's an apple pie. Usually sweet, but savory fillings are also common. Interesting. Wait, it's Austrian? And German. I've always heard of it being German. I like... Hold up. Oh, shit. Okay. Heidelbeerstrudel, which is blueberry strudel. Okay. You guys... I want to tell the Germans about this. Do you guys know of this character? This one? Just so you know. It is okay to write 2 words instead of 1. Oh. Oh, this looks really good. Damn. I wonder if I can go somewhere to try this in Spain, you know, without traveling to Germany for it. Then again, at some point or another, I'll probably be in Germany. Blaubeerstrudel? Where the fuck did you get the word desktop from? I copied... What the hell? Copied and pasted in Linux still baffles me. Whatever. Interesting. Isn't this also blueberries? How are they different? Okay, the strudel that we're trying today is the non-German one. I don't know why they called it strudel. It is web-based, but I don't think it's like entirely web-based. I think this is a port. Of a programming language, I guess, that you use to write music. The one girl used to make songs. Yep, somebody gave me her name the other day. And honestly, I closed it, didn't I? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I could play it on live or not. I guess she might have it copyrighted because that's technically music that she's making. But yes, that is the one that she uses. We are not getting to that level today, I believe. We're just gonna check it out. We're just gonna check it out for a bit. Something a little bit different. All right, so this is what it is this what it starts with? Yeah, okay, this is like the default preset of it. And I have to say, the language itself is not the most intuitive. I cannot really tell what's going on here. Wait, hold on. I modified it, so maybe it just kept my changes. Let me try in incognito mode. Yep. Okay, that's not the default. That's my change, but all I did was change this. So I have no idea what S is supposed to mean. This BD, I know this is hi-hat and this is probably open hat. BD, baby daddy? I don't know. There is a learn section for it. They have some examples, which I'm hoping I can play. Bass drum? That could be it, yeah. All right. Again, I don't want to play any of these examples too much. Though they are on GitHub, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, the original is Tidal Cycles, which is written in Haskell. It's using Super Collider. Damn, I remember Super Collider from way back in the day. So interesting to see that this is built on that. And Strudel is the web-based one, but it is very much inspired by this Tidal Cycles thingy. Well, let me move my microphone a little bit because it was in the way. Okay. So back to Strudel. So this is the default one. Okay, bass drum. Yeah, that makes sense. This is more of a kick, if you want to call it that, but yeah, I get it. Okay, not sure what the S stands for, like I said. And what exactly these patterns mean, or the ×2, or... I mean, I kind of understand how it works. Could this mean that this is a sequence? So play this, and then play this, and then this means pick either this one or this one? And then the +2, like how exactly does that play anything? Well, let's remove it and see. Ah, it's just okay, the tempo. Start? I don't think it's start. I have here another example. I just randomly like had open on my laptop. Just in case I need to quickly see like how do I do this? Well, I have a slightly more complex example without having to go through the documentation. All right, so I understand the +2. I think it's pretty clear for the other thing. Hey, G Studios. Yeah, so what I didn't try is this also. Yeah, okay. So I think I understand that this is a sequence, and then this is like every time a different one within the sequence. Not at random, but just like this one, then this one, then this one. So it plays this, 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 this. And it plays at 2x tempo. Bank, I'm assuming, is just like the thing that it uses. Since this is a yeah. It's essentially using this drum machine. Harry the Second. Deck 0.4. Well, let's see what that means if I change it. I thought it made it faster, but actually no. Can't really tell the difference. What's deck doing here? See why I have another example open instead of just relying on the documentation, because I have no idea where to go here. Okay, S probably stands for sound then. Whoops, I mean to mute it. If I do this, it probably won't change anything. Yep. Okay, so S probably stands for sound. Got it. And then, let's try this one, actually. Though it shouldn't be too different. Is it literally the same one? It's literally the same one, never mind. So, let me try this. No, I like the other one more. Okay, so this is a sequence. Wait, well, yeah, I didn't check. What happens if I just... Oh, this probably doesn't indicate a sequence. It just indicates like a group that then gets multiplied by 2 for the tempo. If I just do this, what happens? I see. Interesting. Why is there a workshop in German? Recipes? No. Okay, this is why I hate navigating documentation. You're giving me this as a main example. You're giving me this. I have no idea what it does. I'm trying to change it to see if it changes anything. It doesn't. Removing it does nothing. So... yeah, it just sounds worse, to be honest. Yeah, and I don't like having this in here. That's interesting. There's also samples, so I can do this. Hey, what does this look like, actually? It's WAV files. Okay. How do you know which one to play? I guess this is kind of not super important, but... okay, this is how it knows what to play. Got it. Understood. Can I go back to the previous one? Yes. Amazing. Day 50, trying to figure out what that deck stood for. But I guess we're just gonna ignore it for the time being. And are there comments here, by the way? Yeah. From the looks of it, there are. Yep. And is there a button to update fast? No, I don't think so. Do I have to move all the way over here just to update every single time? That feels weird. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a reference. Okay, that's a lot easier. Decay. It stands for decay. Which probably doesn't do a whole lot when you're working off of sounds like these. Okay, what happens if I just like play notes? Is it me or that didn't change? Wait, hold on. Yeah, it didn't change anything because that note doesn't exist. What I should have done is this. Okay, I do remember there are like examples having a... Here it is. Okay, I picked like electric guitar clean. Wait, so now I'm confused. Hello. I'm a little confused about where I'm supposed to use S. Or like, can I... Yeah, this doesn't work. So... why do I use S to specify the instrument here, but in the previous one I was doing this? Also, what happens if I play both? Can it play both? Not quite. But I did see... yeah, that doesn't work like that, does it? Wait, with a comma at the end, maybe? Nope, also no? Alright, never mind. Wait, no, this probably shouldn't be here, should it? Should be here, maybe? Okay. Okay, I'm getting annoyed by this sound, so... Okay, I'm starting to understand how it works. Oh, you can also just pick N with scale. And that way you don't have to hard code the notes directly. You can just do it with the notes. So is it N? Yes. So I can just use numbers here instead of... Okay. Oh, but I have to specify a scale, don't I? Interesting. Wait, how crazy can I go with the scale? That's interesting. Wait, no, this is for like for alternating, right? And there were also some... there's arpeggios... here, probably. Snare drum... low tom... okay, interesting. I mean, let me try some of these. Wait. Okay, what the number is doing here, it's actually, I find it hard to actually like work with this until it sounds good. Picks how many of these are picked at the same time. So it picks 3. Then I should be able to do this, right? So I can make it pick 2. Can I do like something random? I do have reference, so there is rand. Picks one of the elements at random each cycle, so I think this pretty much, right? Oh wait, no, hold on. According to the syntax, I feel like I can just do this. Alright, it probably will sound better if I don't do it with 2. It still picks 2. Did I not update it? I'm a little confused as to how it works now. But that did pick them at random now. And if I just do this, well, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but if I do it like this, wait, like this, now it's always playing the same one. No, it's not. Okay, it just... That random doesn't feel very random, but that's how randomness is. Sometimes it just doesn't feel random. Also, I'm not allowed to indent with tab. That really bothers me. The angle brackets make it a non-update. Alright, now we're gonna need to play this like... What happens if I do it like this? That did not play really fast like I expected it to. That did, but obviously it sounds like shit. Alright, so what if I just want to pick a random one among these 2 to then combine with this one? But not like that. That feels like the exact same syntax I was using before, just with this thing. Yeah, kind of. So I'm not allowed to make it random? Nope. Alright. I understand. By the way, what happens if I just like don't specify one? And what happens if instead I do explicitly use choose cycles using HH, OH, close, and then S, unexpected token. So no, you don't like that I do that. But can I do it like this then? Wait, no, because this is inside a function, so obviously that's not gonna work. This is what I have, right? Yeah. And what happens if I don't want a sound in the sequence? Do I just put an X? No, a 0? No. No, 0 is not silent. Hmm. Right, because I'm seeing it here in this example that I have open, but that has a... God, this language can be confusing as hell. This has a mask, apparently. God, this is confusing as hell. The syntax of this can get pretty crazy. Sounds? No, not quite. Wait, it happens? It just plays, okay. It doesn't actually add it to the thing. Alright, that's that's interesting. Wait, just settings. Oh, you can change the theme. Oh, I like this. Yeah, what would that do? Oh wait, that does... Okay, I see what you mean. Silence is... I think it's that symbol. It's a little small in the chat, so I can tell. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay, no, this is the evil one. VS Code? No way. Wait, did I see Xcode? Oh god, light too. No, 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 no. No, no, shit, I picked another light one. Ooh. Sorry for the flashbang. Oh god, damn. Android Studios. Alright. Arch, by the way. Arch, by the way. Nice. Alright, we're gonna keep Arch, by the way. No, actually, I don't like it. I like... Wait, what's Dracula? Okay, because I was gonna say I like Darkula. But that's not actually it. The one I liked, I think, was Tokyo. Tokyo Night. I like this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Wait, so let's just do that. Then maybe like... No. It's so easy to make it go so fast. Can I pick like how often the randomness like works? Like how... probably the reference tells me that. Pick one of the elements at random each cycle, giving a probability to each element. That's kind of what I want. The probability can itself be a pattern. Can I do it like that? No, not like that exactly. Like this, maybe? Nope, also no. I don't understand the syntax. Alright, so I have to put it in a group, right? Nope. It picked the 3 as a note. Oh well, that works inside of this function. It probably won't work in using this syntax. So let me not bother with that right now. I'll just get rid of one of these at least. Is there seriously no, like, hotkey for this? That feels kind of weird. I feel like there would be. Factories, wait, I saw that. Oh, okay. Look at that. Polymeter down, okay. Silence is this one. Given items are concatenated. And, okay, that's what this does. Each one takes one cycle. Understood. Like cats, but the items are crammed into one cycle. The syntax for that one is just putting them one next to the other. Okay. Stack. That's what I used here, right? Tidal cycles and Super Collider. I did use no, Super Collider way back in the day. This is built upon it. Hey, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. I just expected it to tell me when I hover over this. Thank you. Tidal cycles is, as far as I understand, just the same thing. Like Strudel is based off of it. It's just a port of it. Stepcat concatenates patterns like FastCat, but proportional to a number of steps per cycle. What does that mean? Wait, what's FastCat first? Oh, FastCat is sequence. Okay. All right. So it concatenates patterns like FastCat, but proportional to a number of steps per cycle. So that means... I see. Alright, arrange allows you to arrange multiple patterns together over multiple cycles. Takes a variable number of arrays. What exactly does that mean? Now, hold on. Okay. And the shorthand for this one is nowhere to be found. It doesn't have one, apparently. Wait, what about the stuck one? Oh, it's the comma thing. And then polymeter, which is experimental, creates polymeters. The patterns are repeated until they all fit the cycle. For example, in the below, first pattern is repeated twice. And the second is repeated 3 times to find the common, to fit the lowest common multiple of 6 steps. Nice. Silence. Damn. You can really feel the emotion in that one. Run 4. Okay. Oh. Nice. Creates a binary pattern. I see what you're going for. I don't necessarily see the utility of that one, but I understand what you're going for. I mean, it's similar to what I saw here, right? Wait. Like, I see the utility of this. I don't see the utility of doing it like this. The syntax just feels like you have to understand binary to know what you're doing, or you just kind of make it based on vibes. But it does seem similar to what I'm seeing here with the masks. Let me try it, might as well. Binary is not a function. Binary n. And it also puts in a struct. See, I have no idea what 5.3 stands for. Or what exactly I just did, to be completely honest. Let me try something else instead. It's just to see what this is. Since I like making music, but I also oh my god, I like writing code, so it's nice to combine the two. Yeah, I do have a ton of tabs open. See, I find this to be just... I have to think about the binary structure of the number that I'm writing. Is there no better way of doing that? Where's mask? Yeah, and just do it manually, right? No, you didn't like that, did you? Hmm. I find this to be easier than than this. It's also shorter, funnily enough. Can't say I understand. Do I need to put this here? And maybe not delete half the code in it? Browser tabs on your phone? I barely use the browser on my phone, damn. Right. What exactly are you doing here? It seems to always be selecting the first one? Like, what is this supposed to sound like exactly? That's not really returning sound. I don't understand what's happening here with the zero exactly. Like, what happens if I just turn to this, right? Oh no, it is. I was completely ignoring the silence and then being like, oh, it has no silence. Bro, come on. Whoops. Okay, I understand what you're going for. Right, you have to specify scale, right? I have to specify that it's major. Okay. Starting to get the grasp of it, of what I'm doing here. I misspelled that, didn't I? It's got a Y. Alright, sounds. What do we have? Except these aren't sounds necessarily. They're called something else. Like, how do I pick which one to play? Do I pick this? No. Um. Why does Casio sound like that? That's horrifying. Alright, stop that. It's annoying as fuck. Why does it sound like that anyway? Alright, what was that? Clavicent. Clavi, not Slavi. Very quickly turned into a horror game for children, but hey. Alright, let me run an ad real quick and be back in 3 minutes. All right, we are back with designing the soundtrack for the next Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, what I do want to do is some actual like synthesizer stuff. Right, so I saw here there's some synths. You got some synths going on. I also saw, okay, sawtooth, sine, square, tan, triangle, white noise, Z noise, whatever that is, super saw. Wait, okay, what's the difference between a sine and a C sine? They sound exactly the same to me. I have no idea what the difference between them is. I learned to code music. I'm not sure. I literally just started. Okay, so I should be able to... Okay, no, saw is probably the worst one I can use in this case. Let me just use a sine wave, right? Sine. Or I can make it a triangle. Or a tree? Can I just make it a tree? Sounds very similar to what it was before. Okay. Alright. Have I heard of Max MSP? No, what is that? So as much as I wanted kind of a soft sound like this one, triangle wave is a little bit too soft and sine is even worse. This is... Alright, nice. Yeah, but what is that Max MSP thing? Visual programming language for music and multimedia developed and maintained by San Francisco-based Cycling 74. I had never heard of this one. At least I'd heard of Super Collider before, but not of this. So, the example of MIDI notation is Tetris. It's starting to sound very Stranger Things over here. Super Collider 2? Yeah, I heard about it. I've played with Super Collider a little bit, and I know that this is based off of it, apparently. Techie electroacoustic components. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good level of complexity, and I've seen what you can do with it. I've seen very much what you can do with it. What if I switch this lock RAM, by the way? And I'm gonna remove this one. Yeah, Steve. What I'm a little bit surprised by is that there is no concept of BPM or tempo of any kind. There is, but it's like optional. And well, okay, it probably has an option to make it slower, right? But it would divide instead of multiplying. This works, right? This is the same as before, yeah. And if I just do like divided by 2, and I can bring back what I was doing before, which I actually put over here. I'm a little confused. This made it slow at first, but now it... Are you not updating? Oh shit, I didn't see the error, okay. That makes sense. It's because I didn't... Okay. Know more about music than code, so Max MSP is nice for me. You can do a lot of more complex stuff with it. I know a fair bit about music, but like regular synthesizers and DAWs and shit, not anything like this. What I'm not sure about is the one that you mentioned, the interface that it has. What does it look like? Oh. Does it just feels like a modular synth? Kind of. Well, not kind of. It very much feels like a modular synth. Hey, I want to try this out at some point. So I do not like the way that it made this sound. Set CPM. Why CPM? Also, can I just do it here? Nope. Should be in reference, probably. Where? Oh, it's down here at the bottom. Okay, it was as the first command. Okay, I see. Build any max module you can make into enabled and plugin. So like a VST, I think they're called, plugin. Went a little overboard with that one. Oh, I have to pick. Okay. Okay, nice. No, actually, if you can do a max module into a plugin like that, that sounds super interesting. I'm definitely gonna check it out next time. Is it paid? Because the best music software is either free or like $1,000. M4L. Okay. All right. Honestly, super used to Logic Pro, so I wouldn't know about Ableton, to be honest. Graduated from GarageBand, you know how it is. It's max for free for 30 days, but then it doesn't say anything about pricing. Probably a shop. Shop now. $3.99. Not bad. Or a subscription. RNBO to unlock a new patch environment built to export to web, hardware, a VST plug. Okay, so you can actually export to VST, but that's an extra $2.99. Got a hair in my mouth. No, thank you for letting me know about this. This is actually pretty cool. You do get access to his. Oh, if you're in school, yeah, you probably got access to it for free, including our NBO demo for 30 days. Damn, I might want to check this out. I mean, I will want to check this out. All right. The thing about this, back to working on this for now. Can I have some sort of filter on it? I'm so confused by this syntax. Filter HAPS using the given. No, this is not what I meant. Low pass filter. Okay, here it is. LPF. All right, that's kind of what I want, right? Where is it? I'm just gonna move it over here and documentation over here because otherwise I'm gonna get confused. So yeah, I want this, and then I want to put a low pass filter, say like 1,000. Thank you. What is an open source? I know Strudel is, but I'm assuming if Max is a commercial product, they probably didn't make it open source. Cool. ADSR, yeah, I figured. Actually, the default example came with one deck, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Turns out it was decay. Where do I put it? At the end, I'm assuming? At the beginning? Can I put it here? Attack, we can do like 0.3. Can I just do at, maybe? Yep, seems like it. And then deck. Still in Locrian. I need to learn how to make it a little bit more customizable, because like I would want the decay on this one to be longer, for example, like not sure how to do that. Okay, let me keep trying some effects before I get to that point. Oh, you can do vowel sounds. Nice. Slider, wave, and music blocks. All right, let me see that next. I like A and U. So wait, hold on. Because can I do variables? Because like I want to repeat this thing, right? But I wanted to use different vowels, and I want them to stack. Where 99% of the code is the same. Well, I guess more so what I would want to do is a function. I think you can do functions, actually. That's exactly why I had an example on my laptop and then I closed it. Yeah, you can do let. Okay. So, and just take this thing. I can do let mel, for example. Take a vowel and then put this in. And I should then be able to do mel A. maybe close it. You put a comma here. Mel U. And maybe use the variable that I came up with. Alright, now we're programming. The syntax is a little bit hard to get used to, but once you get used to it, I feel like it makes perfect sense. And it's actually pretty good. The one thing that really bothers me is that I can't indent with tab. Okay. So say I want to do like... See, the biggest issue that I have with making music is that sometimes I want to have a lot of control over what I'm doing in the same way that I do when I'm coding. So that did nothing, did it? Starting with the fact that I didn't finish it. Continuing with the fact that I actually made this like 7 thingies long. Okay, I can put notes in here too. The fact that I can put notes in the same place with the drum sounds. Wait, so that means I can put notes in the same place as the drum sounds. No. Well, not with a saw sound. Not like that anyway. Is there an example of that here? Not quite. Wait. What does that do? That's exactly what I thought it did. Amazing. I was wondering if there was a way of making something optional. Wait, so can I make, like, all the notes in here optional, for example? Like, what happens if I just do that? Here, I'm gonna get rid of the mask, I think. Can I have like an LFO? Wait. Where's the one? Here. Okay, so not exactly like that. So is it this duck thing? Or a phaser? That's not quite what I'm going for. Wait, can I do multiple? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Can I put like this here? Yep. Wait. So if I can do that, can I also do this? Do I have to type it out every time? I'm not sure if I do. Yep. Okay, now we're programming. Now we're programming. It does cut off when you make it really long, but... Alright, so now I want this one to be 0.5, and then this one to be 1. Yeah, I have to admit I don't like the way that this sounds. So maybe I'll just keep the saw. And only alter it every... like that. Or just... Damn, I keep opening the console by accident. Just do that. Maybe something like this. So pick between one of the two. I find it a little bit hard to tell where the cursor is because of the squares that it uses to tell you what's currently active. Wait, no. The comma makes both of them. Wait, are they also... Since I'm technically playing it twice, that should... Hey, there's the calculator for the first time today. What if I don't want to use the vowel at all, actually? Okay, what I still don't understand is how to do like an LFO type of thing, so... Will not produce a continuous LFO low pass filter due to the... Oh, range! Nice, okay, I can do that. I can do this. Sampled only every time the low note hit. You can fake it by introducing more sound generating events. I see. So it is a bit limited. But we can give it a try. And you want to put it on a sample of like 5, 6. Yeah, what the hell? And 1,000. Okay. Starting to get the hang of the programmable part of it too. There's probably a better way of writing stuff like this, for example. I think, anyway, I'm not sure. But... Is there any particular reason why it starts in the third? Oh, okay, just because it was restarting. Okay, okay. Starting to kind of hate how it sounds now. Wait, I just realized this was supposed to be... This was not supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be played at the same time. I just realized that was wrong. Oh, but... I have to say I kind of liked it. Yeah, let's do at least like a... Between a sine and a triangle. Or just a triangle. How can I know the value that's currently chosen for this, for example? This is set to slow, which I should probably remove. Actually, I like the way that it sounded better when there was a typo there. So can I technically do something like this then? And can I just make this whole thing optional? Yep. Okay. And I removed the vowel, but I can bring that back. Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of the vowel, to be honest. I don't like it. It is reverb, okay. Alright, maybe not that much. Alright, sets the level of the reverb. When using MIDI notation, you can also optionally add the size parameter separated by semicolon. Little music library on top of Super Collider. Nice! Tried Strudel, but not my thing. I really like it. I'm really liking it. Oh, nice. I was gonna say something. I got distracted. I was considering doing that as well, but then I was like, you know what, let me try one of these languages first before I build my own library for it. But kind of not in a hurry to build a library for it. I like this. Honestly, I would even try porting it. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but shit. Reverb fade time. Okay, interesting. So I can do R fade. Wait, I don't really need to add. I can just do this, right? Hold on. Just one of them with a room reverb. And then what was the other thing? Room fade? In seconds. It's a lot of reinventing the wheel. Somewhat, yeah, I guess. I like doing that though. I like sound design, so it's kind of my thing for that. Visualization thing later where S expressions are locked. Nice. Is it me or is it skipping even without the mask? Oh yeah, I forgot that this entire thing can be skipped. So it is skipping without the mask because I did that. Alright. I'll come up with a different pattern then. Can do something like... That was supposed to be a 3, but... I used a comma. I wasn't supposed to use a comma. Oh god. Okay, stop. Stop. That's so annoying. That was not supposed to be a comma. Hey, you know what? Also, I shouldn't repeat the last note. And this shouldn't be a comma. Okay, that's what I wanted. Oh, I can use patterns for these. I can even use these. Nice, okay. Hold on, let me try then. That did nothing because I disabled it. Wait. Yeah, I don't like the vowel thing. Okay. How did you do random again? Nah, never mind random. It still sounds very muted, and I'm not entirely sure why anymore. Because I'm not really using the vowel anymore. Am I? No. Has nothing to do with the speed, I think. I don't think it has to do with the reverb. Why does it sound like that? I have no idea. Just to be sure this isn't affecting anything, right? No. Wait, now it sounds good, actually. It just is too quiet. I'm not sure when it became so quiet. I didn't just lower my volume, did I? No. Okay. Um, is it just a wave that I used? Like, Yeah, I have no idea what I did. Or why it's clicking, for that matter. How did I break this so badly, too? It's not when I added this, is it? Oh, wait, hold on. I added a saw wave here. That's probably not helping. No, that's still happening. Oh, the vowel is active, though. That was it, okay. I'm a little confused by what happened there, but whatever. Yeah, I do want this to be a saw. And then there are some times where I find these types of things are easier to do with visuals, but then again, if I wanted to do it with visuals, I would just do it with visuals. So maybe I'm just trying to have it all, I think. Oh, there it is. Alright, there's a reverb. What is the shorthand thingy? Is it this one? No, this is mini notation. No, never mind. There's one thing I didn't think about, and it's like transposing. Can I do that? Trans for transpose. The audio is quite. Oh wait, hold on. I just realized I had the audio lowered. Is that better? How nice of me to do a 2-hour stream like that without ever realizing. Alright, maybe not like that. It's just straight up cannot hear it. It's just gone now. Wait. Oh, this is what I want, probably. Hello? Or not, I guess. Wait, I'm reading the wrong one. No, wait, hold on. This is the right one. Why did it just stop playing? Yeah, so you clearly don't like this. Right, room dim. That's the one I wanted. Can't really tell if that's working or not. Okay, it is working. Wait, unexpected token. Wait. There should be a comma here. Can I transpose after I'm done? No. But I can just do this. Oh, interesting. I can do that. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's gone. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Wait, it's not trig, it's tree. Alright, there is apparently another ad coming up. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. All right, we're back. And yes, if I realized that the desktop audio still plays when I'm in the other thing, so you could still hear it until I paused it. Um, I feel like I'm having a hard time making it sound like I want, but I guess that kind of can make sense when you're, you know, just getting started in fucking coding music. So I'll need to figure that out. I mean, probably don't think this is changing too much, but it does matter. The order of things matters somewhat. Hello, Charon. Um, that's probably not what I meant to do. One thing I do wish I could do is I could set these, like, these values, instead of setting them in seconds. It is in seconds always. I could set it relative to the cycles per minute, which is similar to the beats per minute. So I could have an easier time making it sync everything up. I don't know if you can. Are there any time functions? Some are fixed order. That would make sense, I guess. Pattern, sound, stretch, filters, effects, post gain, dry delay, reverb, analyzer. Wait, analyzer? Hey, first off, let me see this real quick. I'm not sure how I will do that conversion, like I'm saying, but anyway. Spectrum? Does it? Does it? Oh shit, there it is! Nice. What about scope? Not like that, clearly. Where is it here? Spectrum? Pitch wheel? What's pitch wheel gonna do here? Probably nothing. A spectrum makes sense because it's doing 3 different frequencies at the same time. If I put it here, it's probably not gonna work still. Where's my cursor? It just disappeared. Unexpected token because I left this here. That's sure enough. That is interesting as hell. What about scope? Nice. Punch card or piano card? Punch card. Nice. Wait, so that's doing all of them. That's the same thing, yeah. That's super interesting. Nice. Thank you. Shouldn't this be plain? EG stands for... It's Latin, I think. Why will it only play one or the other? What am I doing wrong here? You switch the key bindings to VS Code? Really? Wait, I didn't mean to go to learn. Shit, did I close it? My bad. I meant to go to settings, which are here. And then might as well play. Well, no, but that's just this. Error. Piano card is not a function. Oh, that's why. Okay, I understand. Oh. Cool, you can just disable all this stuff. Cool. Enable tab indentation. You can just do that. In German, we use ZB. I cannot imagine using ZB. Zoom base peel. That makes sense. FE in English. I don't remember the meaning. Exempli crash. Okay, they don't fucking know. They don't know that. I have all the sounds here somewhere, or not anymore. Yeah, it's not an exclusive sound. You're telling me more here. Samples. Oh, here's all of them. Seems like, yeah. Alright, but the beat is pretty chill, so it should be... What's miscellaneous stand for here exactly? You can do a sound alias. Cool. Like, what exactly happens if I just do, like, misc here? It's always the same sound, okay. What if I do perk? Because all of this is percussion, so... It does nothing. Did I get it wrong? No, it's perk, but maybe not all of them have it. Sound banks. We open the sounds tab and in the drum machine so we can see all drum samples. Why are they so much louder than everything I'm playing? It's so annoying. There's tambourine, TB, there's ride is RD. What about the tambourine? I hate picking drum sounds because it's always just like. God, that's an annoying sound. Wait, what's SD? Let's see, but maybe I want this one, right? I forgot though. Oh, but it doesn't have most of the sounds. So it don't quite work like that. But if I'm not mistaken, you could combine them. Yep. So I can use this one, for example, and then I can use like... Okay, just do like this. Or, was this the default? No, it wasn't. I don't quite understand. How I'm supposed to do this, to be honest. Maybe it was supposed to be like Roland. CR909. No, then what the hell are you playing? I don't understand how this works. Let me read it again. If we open the sound tabs, we can see all the drum samples prefixed with the drum machine names. We could use them like this, but that's obviously a bit much to write. Using the bank function... Okay, I understand. You could even pattern the bank. Behind the scenes, bank will just prepend the drum machine name. If we open the sound tabs again, followed by the drum machines, there is a number behind each name, indicating how many individual samples are available. Okay, so if I want to have all of these play, I'm gonna have to do it like this, kind of. This isn't even the bank that I wanted, so... Was it SD? Yeah, I think so. Expected token. I forgot a comma. And now I've completely forgotten what the one that I wanted was. Who wasn't that? Soundmasters? This. It's not easy to just drag them in or anything like that. That's kind of annoying. Can't say I like it. Wait, I can just search for RT. Oh, I like that. I like that. And what was it? Yamaha Arm 50. Yeah, it's been the same music the whole time. Not really 2 hours, come on. It used to be this one before. I prefer this one, to be honest. I'm gonna get rid of that. This one's barely even playing, damn. First one was better. I feel like I messed it up and now it sounds like some Terry Davis shit. He is not defined. What? T is right here. Oh, wow. You know what's even better? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna join them. Okay, well, either way, can't do this. Hyrule on drugs. Messed up now because yeah, that sounds better. It didn't have a mask, this one. The decay was different. It used to be this one. With this. Didn't have a delay. And if you wanted to, you could have a vowel. Future is obviously ARM. I don't know about Risk, probably not, but hey. I don't know much about it. Probably next week I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm starting to like this one again, funnily enough. Okay, well, either way, I believe that's gonna be the end for today. Don't mean to save it. Wait, what happens if I do want to save it? I know it will save it to my computer because it, oh, it did a link. That's the answer. Oh wait, it's literally right here. But if I just go to strudel.cc, it's still there. China has been accelerating its adoption of RISC-V. Really? How does this one sound in Locrian, by the way? About as anxiety-inducing as I wanted it to, yeah. I like that. Okay, well, what I was saying is that I'm gonna end the stream. I definitely want to do something a little bit more structured than this, but I'm probably not gonna do it on stream. Not until, at the very least, I'm a little bit more familiar with what I'm doing, because it's hard to make it sound good and, you know, not make it super repetitive when you don't know what you're doing. So, well, we'll see what I can figure out with this. I have to say, in terms of sound design, I enjoy this a lot more than I do working with a regular synthesizer type of thing. And by type of thing, I mean literally a synthesizer. I don't know what else I'm talking about. Because I enjoyed the sound design aspect of it. But when you're doing sound design, it's so easy to just like set up a bunch of notes here. You can make it have a somewhat complex melody like that. Just by changing the settings. I like that. Alright. No. Wait. I can't do multi-cursor, that kind of sucks. The editor, I have to say, it's the part that I don't like. Yeah, the editor of it is the part that I'm maybe am not super happy with because I don't have multi-cursor, but I am gonna check just in case to make sure I'm not saying something stupid. I was saying something stupid. There you have it, I have multi-cursor. It doesn't seem like it's done through a keyboard shortcut. It's done more so through, well, division was the correct one. I don't know what the fuck I was going for. Well, maybe it's done through multi-cursor. No, this doesn't work. This? Nope. Alright, you can still do multi-cursor, you just have to do it with the mouse, but it's not half bad. You can also disable animations, but that's just CSS animations. Sync across browser tabs and windows? I thought you were already doing that. I'm also surprised that you weren't doing that. But yeah, if I get a little bit more fluent, so to speak, in how to work with this thing, I feel like it can be a lot less repetitive, a lot more interesting. But it's not something I necessarily want to do on stream for a bit. But that was fun. I like doing that. I've been meaning to check this out for literally years at this point. Don't even know how long, but definitely years, because, like I said, I like music. I like coding, so seems like a no-brainer. But I just hadn't done it, and I liked doing that. So I'm gonna see what else I can do with it eventually, every once in a while. Alright, but that's gonna be the end of the stream. And actually, no, one more thing. Completely unrelated. It's just to do with the fact that I finally fixed the visual bug that I was having yesterday. So the window manager should look a lot better now. And I also changed it to using enter again. But there it is. Oh shit. Yeah, so this glitch still happens, by the way. This is just a math error on my end from what I wrote yesterday. But you can clearly switch between windows now. So that is pretty nice. I fixed a visual glitch, so everything should work a lot better now. Okay, also fixed it in here for that matter. Turns out it was only happening with this program, with the way that it re-rendered everything. You can see that the rest of them kind of work fine. What I still haven't fixed is the Z fighting going on here, but that's a different story for a different day. I don't really care too much about that. Alright, just wanted to give that update. Since it really makes a difference. It really makes it actually worth it to use a window manager and to like move stuff around and whatnot. That, and I had to change the key to open a new window. I made it Windows key space. Well, at first I made it Windows key enter. Then I was like, you know what? I don't even remember what the issue was, but I switched it to space. And then I was like, you know what? I like space. But when I went on Mac, turns out that even if you have QEMU selected, you do command space and that opens the spotlight, the search. So thank you for that, MacBook. Very happy about that. So anyway, I switched back to command enter or Windows enter. All right, that's it. I said I might stream on Wednesday, but turns out that I'm busy, so I'm not gonna stream on Wednesday. Next stream is gonna be on Friday, and unfortunately for me, I will be back to work on Thursday. I will be circling back to a lot of things. A lot of pins that were put in are going to be taken out. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But luckily, actually, by the time that I am back to streaming, I will just be um not on vacation again, but like it's gonna be the weekend, so that's gonna be nice. I'm literally only working 2 days this week, and I'm just dreading it. For good reason, I believe. But okay, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesday, like I said, but well, that's not really much of an announcement for the people who watch live streams regularly. I got confused there for a second. I'm just uploading my Minesweeper live stream, edited a little bit and cleaned up and whatnot, as a regular video. But again, not much of a difference for people who saw it live. So yeah, that's gonna happen on Wednesday at the time that I usually would have streamed. But okay, so yeah, next stream is gonna be Friday, same time as today. It's gonna be 7:30 p.m. Central European time and 6:30 p.m. UK time. We are going back to the compiler. Now, like I said, I usually, since I stream 4 days a week, I usually do one day that is off topic, like this music stuff. I'm not sure what the off topic is gonna be next week. It might be that other thing, the Max thing, so more music stuff, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. I don't know about game development because I'm kind of researching. Just, you know, wanna know what I'm doing. So I haven't worked on it a whole lot recently. But Friday is gonna be compiler design. Not Thursday. Saturday probably also gonna be compiler. Some more window manager stuff probably on Sunday, and I'll see what else to do on Monday. All right. Well, I will see you then. That's it. I will see you then.